Yesterday I posted a video, my first video with this DJI Nano, and today I decided to take it out along with the Insta360 Go Ultra side by side. I don't have a wireless microphone for now. I might use it later on in this video, so I'm recording the audio now with the built-in microphones of these two cameras side by side. 4K 25 frames per second, everything is set to auto. Medium sharpness on the Ultra, -2 sharpness on the DJI Osmo Nano. I don't have the face priority, I have it in matrix priority on the Insta360 Go Ultra. So let's have a walk here in the park. Now I am on the face priority on the Insta360 Go Ultra, but let me tell you that there is something that annoyed me in the way that I use the camera, because there are moments where I want to film myself, but there are moments where I would like to flip the camera this way. So with the Insta360 Go Ultra you just flip the screen up and down, but with the DJI Osmo Nano you have to take it off from the vision dock and to put it in the opposite side, and that's for me not something ideal for my type of use, but it's a good camera, let's be honest. I was really happy with the footage that I got yesterday. The only thing that I didn't like about it is the super night mode, because the image was so like noisy and mushy, and yeah, I didn't like that. And I've read all of your comments, and I think we agree on that. On this DJI Nano, it's not the same super night mode that we have on the DJI Action 5 Pro, in my opinion. And by the way, when yesterday I tried to transfer the files from the camera to my computer, I got a notification on the screen. I didn't record it, but they say that you have to put the camera in the opposite direction of the screen, well, in the other way, to be able to transfer files. So that's a bit weird. I think there's something to do with the pins connecting the two elements of the camera, and that's not something ideal at all. But well, you can learn how to use it properly, but I don't find it very user friendly in this way. And that's something that I noticed. It might not be an issue for you, but yeah, I think they can work on that in a firmware update. And I got a message from DJI, a comment on my video 2 days ago. They say that they are working on a firmware for the mic system, so when you detach the camera from the vision dock, you will get probably the feedback in the new firmware update. So we have to wait for that before doing the full review. So I don't believe that the full reviews that they were out are really legit now, because, well, let's talk a little bit about this point, because I feel that all the camera brands, they tend to release cameras without much features, and they start to include these features in the firmwares later on after the release. I think there is something about that. I mean, let's think about the features, the power consumption, the overheat, and this stuff. If you don't put all of these features in the beginning, the camera will have less overheat, will consume less power, and the battery will last longer, and so on. And all reviewers, they are pointing to the battery life, to the overheating and this stuff, including myself, so don't get me wrong. But now I'm thinking about it differently. When you don't have all the features activated, of course the camera will run for a longer time, and of course it will overheat less, or maybe it will not overheat at all. But that's not the real case of the camera, because maybe a few days after the release or a week after the release, we will start to receive updates and adding features and adding functions to the camera, and all of those won't be the subject of a video, a topic of a video about overheating, about the battery and this stuff. So just be aware of that. This is something that I noticed recently and I wanted to share it with you. The weather is quite nice. Let's see. Not so cold now compared to the previous days, and it's not rainy. In this section, I'm using the DJI Mic 3 connected to the Osmo Nano, and I wanted just to tell you that I will throw on the screen now some footage taken in super night mode and pure video mode with these two cameras inside a shop with some artificial lights, so you can see whether this is something, which one you prefer, which one you think is better in these conditions, and which one feels more natural. Once again, I really didn't like the low light footage of the Osmo Nano. Of course, these are action cameras, small cameras, and when we shoot in low light, we need lights in order to get more information to the sensor and this stuff. But because on the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro we have some good low light performances, except of those weird flares that we have. So that's the main reason why I was considering this camera like a mini DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro, but actually it is not. Maybe they will enhance that in a future firmware update. So I'm really curious to see what they can offer to this camera. And as I said yesterday, I was thinking about getting a new camera for my studio. It could be the ZV-E10, maybe the A6700, the FX30, something around that. But I might wait also because I'm not quite sure about that. I have to start mounting my desk, my setup, my cameras, my lights, and then I will figure out everything else. And as I said also in yesterday's video, that this camera, the DJI Nano, is a new camera, and that's why I'm using it, and I will use it for the upcoming videos. That does not mean that it is better than the others. It could be better in some ways, and I didn't build my own thoughts about it yet. I'm still discovering it, and I'm trying to share the raw videos on my channel so you can build your own ideas about this camera as well. That's why I have it side by side with the Go Ultra in today's video. So the conditions here are different than what we had yesterday, so that's why it's very interesting to test it in different conditions, in different scenarios, so we can have like a better viewing. And this is not a full comparison between the Osmo Nano and the Go Ultra. You can expect that probably next week or so. But now I'm just having fun with these cameras, and I'm trying to record footage so I can use them in my thoughts, in my comparison, when I'll be doing it properly with these two side by side. And now this is the fun part. I'm using these cameras without their docks, so I don't have any video feedback. I don't know if I'm in the frame or not. Well, actually, I should be in the frame. I'm using the mega field of view and the wide field of view on the other side, I think, or the standard. I'll write that on the screen. But now we are not used to film without having a video feedback. It's very weird, but I think for those who would like to start their journey, those who would like to vlog, they can use these cameras in this way, so they won't feel like annoying the others with big setups, and they can still have great image quality. So let me know what you think about that. I really love the colors there we started to have these fall colors. This is nice, and this spot is very nice for some photos. Actually, we have the beach football court as well as the trees behind. Yeah, I might bring maybe my Fujifilm X-T5 one day here, probably when we have better colors there, to get some shots. And with this kind of setup, we can just flip the camera in the way that we want, because we don't have screen, and we cross fingers that we will have the frame that we want. But that's fun, and this is a totally new experience for everyone who is used to use flip out screen or any video feedback for the vlogs. Looks nice. It's a nice place for some photo shoots as well. What do you think, by the way, about this test here? I have the two cameras mounted side by side on the outside of my car with a Telesin magnetic Magic R mount. I don't have CPL filters, so that's why you have lots of glare, lots of reflection on the windshield. Let me know what you think about it. Do you think this kind of video is nice to have from time to time? And to be honest, having these tiny cameras, it is way easier than having a bigger action camera, especially that I have in my hand here the pod, so I can view the footage well on the Go Ultra, not on the DJI, because with the mic we cannot have the feedback. But you got the point. If DJI will solve this issue, it's gonna be so fun to see, so fun to use in this mode, in this kind of videos. And by the way, I just finished the studio build. I still have to mount my camera setup and this stuff, but on Saturday 4th of October I'll be recording my first video in my space. And during this video I will announce the winner of one Insta360 Go Ultra. So you can still participate. You have till September 30 to participate. So we are Friday 26th of September, so you still have 4 full days to participate in this giveaway. I'll put the link of that video of the giveaway in the description box down there. Don't forget to go check it, and good luck for everyone. The winner will get a free Insta360 Go Ultra, whether white or black. You can choose that later on. And now let's continue the video. So that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm really curious to see your thoughts about it in the comment section box. By the way, I have a quick message for my French followers that I'm starting a new French channel. I'll put the link down below. Please join that channel, subscribe, and within a week or maybe 10 days from now I'll be starting the first video on that channel. and hope to see you there as well. You can still be here, of course. This channel is gonna be more about cameras and this stuff in English, and that channel is gonna be about the same things in French, but I will not make the same videos on both channels. The videos will be different to cover things differently on both channels, one in French and here in English. Ciao for now.